And let's turn to Skylar Olsen now to talk more about the fall housing market. She's senior economist at Zillow. Welcome back. Good to see you again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
The one group that you're most concerned about, or you see the greatest hesitation, are those first-time buyers. Why? What do you think's going on there?
Yeah, well, the entry-level housing market is where we saw kind of the most abrupt slowdown through this past home shopping season. Now, that doesn't, to be honest, right, it's still a more competitive segment of the housing market in general than, say, top-tier homes. But the change, right, moving from the beginning of the home shopping season where things were really still competitive to now where things have slowed down pretty significantly, right? Existing home sales and entry-level housing have fallen off a lot, and it's causing at least, a little bit more inventory in that segment in the sense that things are taking longer to sell. Overall, in August, 1 out of every 6 listings on the market had an official price drop. That's a big suggestion here that demand is continuing to pull back despite low interest rates, because really it's about the down payment, right? It's about the fact that home values got so far out of pace with incomes that keeping up that saving, that's hard to do.
Diana Olick detailed some of the reasons why in her research she found things are slowing down. But given that 1 in 6 homes got a price cut, what else is behind the dramatic slowdown, in your opinion, in the market?
There's greater uncertainty, right? I think it's pretty clear kind of across the board that the housing market right now is in a transition, and that's causing a few people just to hesitate. So it's really a good time to buy depending on who you are right now, right? If you're fairly confident that your income will persist, if you're, say you're in a job market that you are assuming will be a bit more insulated from any recession that's coming down the pipe, maybe a little bit more insulated from, the trade war, something like that, you have a lot of confidence and you already save for that down payment, well then now's a great time. But if that's not you, and more, I think as there's more and more uncertainty in markets, that's a greater share of potential buyers. The alternatives are starting to look more attractive, right? If interest rates are low, that means cash out refis are also cheaper. Maybe I put an addition on my home instead of turning to the housing market to find another option. So right now housing markets in transition are really uncertain time. When things are uncertain, it's hard to have a lot of confidence in one of the largest purchases that you will make in your lifetime, and that's causing housing markets to, take a step back.
But with these hesitations comes some opportunity. Where do you see the best opportunities geographically around the country right now, Skylar?
Yeah, right now housing markets are still appreciating at a fairly fast clip in places like Salt Lake City, Indianapolis, Charlotte, North Carolina. What do these places have? They have fairly successful job markets, but really they're still at price points that are attainable for buyers, for first-time home buyers, right? As opposed to the markets that we've seen over the past few months where home values were falling, places like San Jose, San Francisco, Seattle, right? So now really a flight to affordability is where you're still seeing buyer interest.
Okay. Skylar Olsen with Zillow. Always good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much.